So in episode 7 of My Dress Up Darling, a lot of shit happened. I'm talking about a metric shit ton of shit happened. Not only did we have Marin still, she's understanding her feelings a little more, and it's way more apparent than it was in the manga, obviously, and it looks really good too. She realized, that she really loves Gojo. Not only was this Gojo's first time going over to a homie crib. Well, somebody that he considers to be a homie, but he sees her one way, she sees him another. They're gonna be seeing each other in the same way eventually, if it gets to that point. Gojo also had that funny ass moment of seeing Marin without a bra on, which was kind of crazy, right? I mean, we all here for the fan service anyway, but this was just an even better view. We also got to get a peek of how Gojo was really feeling inside about, his doll making skills and whether or not he's able to really draw. He feels like he's been working on this cosplay too long, it's making his skills dull, but in fact, it did just the opposite. And his grandpa commended him on that. And it was just like, you're getting really good. You've really improved. The only way you're gonna be able to improve more is you have to see more. You gotta look at more than just dolls. And that was him giving him the nod of approval, like, yeah, this cosplay stuff was actually the best direction for you to go because you're going to get to see more, right? You're gonna be able to refine your skills in a way that you didn't see coming. And obviously, when you think about it in the aspect of perspective, when you think about perspective and what that does for your creative abilities, seeing different perspectives of things is definitely gonna help him in the long run, because obviously you guys know this is something that he wants to do for the rest of his life. He wants to pick up where his grandpa leaves off because he knows his grandpa, he's not gonna be here long. So he wants to be ready by the time that time comes. So you got to give tremendous respect where respect is due. And this is something that I was also looking forward to in the anime. I was looking forward to seeing how they were going to portray the first home date, right? Like how they portray this, and they did it respectfully well. And oh man, let me tell you, seeing Marin without her contacts, that kind of blew y'all mind, huh? I didn't know that she wore contacts unless you read the manga. And it's dope that they even made it so that her eyes looked super bland without them. Really, really dope contrast if you ask me. But the home date shit was tight because Gojo really appreciated the food Marin made, and on top of that, I mean, it was a whole bunch of like misconceptions of things. He thought it was chicken fried rice, right? He thought it was fried rice when it was supposed to be an omelet or rice as they would say. And then on top of that, he was like, oh shit, this is my first time going to somebody's room, but it's Marin's room out of everyone. And after he got in there, he realized that this is totally Marin's room. It was so dope, right? You seen his anxiety flush right from his face. It was instant. And you can also see that the relationship between Juju and Gojo and Marin, it's going along pretty well because Juju is opening up more. I told you guys you were gonna see why, she cosplays by herself, right? She only does it for her and her only. She's selfish. So doing a quote unquote group cosplay is something that she doesn't do. And this is gonna be a new experience for her. And that new experience, obviously, remember what I said earlier, perspective. Like perspective really, really changes things, right? Like really changes things, and it helps improve your view on things. So this is a step in the right direction for Juju because she's gonna become open to doing more things, not only just on the cosplay side of things, but also on like just the personal side of things, like actually, kicking it with people and whatnot. Because let's be honest, she doesn't seem like the type to get along with a lot of people at school, right? And I believe she's a year older than Gojo and Marin. I think that's how that works. Correct me if I'm wrong. And the introduction to the little sister. right? The introduction to the little sister. Remember when I was just like, yeah, it's the common trope of the little sister being bigger than the big sister on some Friday shit. This episode was super dope. It was a lot of story progression. We are super progressing through, what is this, volume 3, I believe? We're progressing well through volume 3. We're gonna get to the group cosplay session. And by the way, to jump back to the home date, seeing Marin realize that she didn't have a bra on the whole time, thinking that Gojo didn't notice. She was like, oh, well, you know, he didn't notice. Fuck no. He noticed at the beginning, right? As soon as you came to the door. It was very obvious. You were just oblivious. It was the appeal of wearing an apron with nothing underneath it, right? That's basically what she was doing. It's some, you know, the old housewife tales type shit. You see this in other anime. You've seen it obviously in High School of the Dead. You've seen it like on movies and stuff like that. So it gives you the illusion that she's wearing nothing underneath it. So I mean, like I said, it was a lot that happened. Really looking forward to next episode. I can't wait to see how they're gonna do the cosplay, because in the manga it's really dope. Like Juju has an even greater appreciation for Gojo than she does now, because you got to think about it. Just in this episode alone, she had to realize that this was Gojo's first time doing makeup for a cosplayer. It was his first time tailoring a suit, making a cosplay outfit, all of that, right? It was his first time. Granted, he's made clothes for the dolls, the Hina dolls, but this is like his first time doing things like for an actual person. So Juju had already came to the conclusion like, wow, you know, you gotta be super talented to be able to do this stuff, but that's neither here nor there. It's gonna make Juju appreciate both of them even more coming up. It's gonna be a real dope sight to see. Another thing that I want to mention before I jump into the outro is that Cloverworks knocked this out the park again. Did you see how they made it look? What was it, 3x4? I think that's what the ratio is for like older box TV anime that was on like VHS and DVD back then. You see how they did that? I love the perspective. Again, I keep reiterating that perspective is a big deal. And the way that they did this was super dope. Again, kudos to fucking Cloverworks, dude. They always do some crazy shit and they always knock it out the park. But that'll do it all for today. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new. I tested out uploading a clip of an anime earlier. I don't know if that shit's gonna get smoked. I don't know what's gonna happen with that. I just did it because I wanted to see what the hell would happen if I did it, and obviously nothing happened, so we're not even gonna appease that. But again, if you look in the description, it says this is a test. Let me know your thoughts on the episode down below. Let me know if you fucked with it. Let me know if you didn't. Let me know if this anime is definitely piquing your interest. Until then, it's your boy, xDomoSenpaix, and I will see you guys in the next video.